This could be the video that completely transforms your life and your body after 60. Did you know that by dedicating just a few minutes a day, even after 60, it's possible to prevent the loss of strength and balance that can reach up to 3% of muscle mass per year? Over time, simple activities like climbing stairs, getting up from a chair, or even walking safely start to become more difficult. But the good news is that there are 6 extremely accessible exercises that not only slow down this process, but can also reverse it, restoring mobility, stability, and vitality to your body. Now imagine continuing to do everything you love, with freedom, without fear of falls, pain, or limitations. That's exactly what you'll discover here. And stay with me until the end, because in addition to the exercises, there is an extra tip that can boost your results in a surprising way. And take a moment to comment where you're watching from and what your routine is like today. This will help tailor future content even more to you. Now let's move on to exercise number 1, the banded scapular retraction. This movement deeply works the muscles of the upper back, such as the rhomboids, the middle and lower trapezius, and also the spinal erectors. These muscles are essential for maintaining an upright, balanced, and stable posture, which is key to preventing falls and improving your physical presence in daily life. To perform it correctly, you can be seated or standing, as long as you keep your spine well aligned. Hold a resistance band at shoulder height with your arms extended in front of your body. Before starting the movement, take a deep breath to prepare your body. Then, pull the band outward while bringing your shoulder blades together, as if trying to squeeze your back. This movement should be done with control, clearly feeling the activation of the upper back muscles. As you return, move slowly without letting the tension fully disappear. Breathing is also essential. Inhale as you begin the movement and exhale as you return, always maintaining control. Ideally, perform 2 to 3 sets of about 12 repetitions, with around 30 seconds of rest between each set. Now, the key to truly getting all the benefits from this exercise lies in mindful execution. Keep your core engaged throughout the movement, protect your lower back, and focus fully on contracting the muscles around your shoulder blades. Avoid compensating with your arms or tensing your neck. This is a common mistake and reduces the effectiveness of the exercise. When done correctly, this movement not only improves your posture but also increases your stability, reduces back pain, and helps your body stay more aligned and balanced in any daily situation. And remember, doing it right is more important than doing it fast. To further enhance the results of this exercise, it's essential to progress gradually. Start with a lighter resistance band, and as your strength improves, gradually move to stronger options. This progression is key to continuing to challenge your muscles and avoid plateaus. Before starting, prepare your body properly. Do a simple warm-up for your shoulders and chest with rotation movements and arm openings. This helps activate the muscles, protect tendons and ligaments, and reduce the risk of discomfort during the exercise. Another very effective strategy is to introduce small balance challenges. You can perform the movement on a slightly unstable surface, such as a thicker mat or even a folded towel. This activates stabilizing muscles that are not usually engaged and improves proprioception. In other words, your body's ability to understand its position in space, which is essential for preventing falls. Turn scapular retraction into a daily habit. Including this exercise both in the morning and at night can bring even greater benefits. In the morning, it helps reduce body stiffness upon waking. At night, it helps release tension built up throughout the day, especially in the shoulders and back. After each set, complement it with a chest stretch. A simple way to do this is to place your hands behind your neck and move your elbows backward, opening your chest. This movement balances the tension between the front and back of the body, contributing to a more aligned and natural posture. In addition, some habits outside of exercise make a big difference in your results. Staying well hydrated before and after training is essential to help lubricate your joints and speed up muscle recovery. Nutrition also plays a key role. Prioritize lean proteins, healthy fats, and important micronutrients like calcium and vitamin D, which directly contribute to muscle and bone health. Organize your workouts on alternating days, allowing your body to recover properly. On rest days, include light activities such as 20 to 30-minute walks or mobility exercises, with gentle movements for the hips, ankles, and spine. And here's a detail that can greatly speed up your progress: track your progress. A simple workout journal helps you monitor your results, stay motivated, and identify the right time to progress. This may mean increasing the resistance of the band, adding a light load, or even reducing support from chairs and walls as you gain more strength and confidence. Because in the end, it's not just about doing the exercise. It's about progressing in a mindful, safe, and consistent way. Involving a friend or family member in practicing these exercises can make all the difference. When you train with someone, you create an environment of mutual support, strengthen commitment, and make the whole process much lighter and more enjoyable. In addition, setting small rewards for each goal achieved can be a great motivator. It can be something simple, like getting new workout clothes, having a relaxing massage, or even taking some time for yourself. The important thing is to recognize and value every bit of progress, no matter how small it may seem. Always take a moment to celebrate your achievements. This habit reinforces your motivation and creates a positive connection with the process. When you combine all these elements, proper execution, varied stimuli, proper nutrition, active recovery, and social support, scapular retraction with a resistance band stops being just an exercise and becomes a powerful tool to preserve your functional independence, reduce chronic pain, and keep your body strong, stable, and agile for many years. Start today. You'll be surprised at the impact a simple movement can have on your quality of life. Scapular retraction with a resistance band is, without a doubt, one of the most effective and accessible exercises for strengthening the muscles responsible for posture, especially in older adults. As age advances, it's very common for the stabilizing muscles of the back, such as the rhomboids and the middle and lower trapezius, to become weaker. This happens mainly due to lack of movement and years of maintaining poor posture. The result of this is the development of what is known as kyphotic posture, characterized by shoulders rounded forward and the head tilted forward. This misalignment doesn't just affect appearance, it compromises fundamental body functions. Breathing becomes more limited, balance is impaired, and overall mobility decreases. In addition, strain on the cervical and thoracic regions increases, contributing to chronic pain and making simple daily activities like getting dressed, cooking, or walking safely more difficult. But there is good news. Several scientific studies have already proven the benefits of specific exercises to correct these muscular imbalances. One example is a study published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science, which showed that scapular retraction with a resistance band can significantly increase shoulder stability, reduce pain, and improve daily functionality in adults with kyphotic posture. In addition, this type of exercise improves body alignment, increases body awareness, and reduces the risk of falls, which is extremely important over time. To perform it correctly, maintain an upright posture, either seated or standing, with your spine aligned and your feet firmly on the ground. Hold the resistance band at chest height, with your elbows bent at approximately 90 degrees. From there, pull the band outward, contracting your shoulder blades as if trying to bring them together behind your back. This movement deeply activates muscles that are usually dormant due to years of poor posture. Hold this contraction for about 2 seconds, keeping full focus on muscle activation. Then slowly return to the starting position, always with control. Throughout the entire movement, keep your core engaged to protect your lower back and increase stability. Perform 2 to 3 sets of about 12 repetitions, with rest intervals of 30 to 45 seconds between them. As your strength and mobility improve, gradually increase the resistance of the band to continue progressing. Because in the end, it's not just about correcting posture. It's about regaining control, balance, and confidence in your own body. Always maintain maximum contraction for about 2 seconds before slowly returning to the starting position, avoiding any kind of sudden or uncontrolled movement. Ideally, perform 8 to 12 repetitions, organized into 3 sets, with a minimum frequency of 3 times per week to achieve consistent results. A key point is breathing during the exercise. Inhale as you prepare for the movement and exhale during the retraction, keeping your core firm and stable. This helps protect the spine and improves the efficiency of the exercise. Avoid tensing your neck. This is a very common mistake that, over time, can cause discomfort in the cervical region. When performed correctly, this exercise not only improves posture and reduces back pain, but also increases shoulder mobility, making simple tasks like reaching for objects, raising your arms, or even maintaining balance while walking easier. With regular practice, you'll notice real gains in independence and safety in daily movements, making it an excellent option for those looking for a low-impact and easy-to-perform exercise. Now let's move on to the next movement, the glute bridge. This exercise is essential in any functional strengthening routine, especially for people over 50 or 60. Over time, the muscles in the hip region, especially the gluteus maximus, tend to lose strength due to a sedentary lifestyle, lack of stimulation, or natural aging. This loss of strength compromises the stability of the trunk and pelvis, overloading structures such as the knees and lower back. As a result, simple daily movements like getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, or bending down to pick something up begin to become more difficult and even risky. To perform it correctly, lie on your back on a firm surface. Bend your knees, keeping your feet flat on the floor hip-width apart, and keep your arms extended at your sides to provide more stability. Before starting, take a deep breath, engaging your core to stabilize it. Then slowly lift your pelvis until you form a straight line between your knees, hips, and shoulders. During the lift, consciously contract your glutes and exhale through your mouth. Hold this position for about 2 seconds, clearly feeling the muscle activation. Then lower yourself slowly and in a controlled manner, maintaining full control of the movement. Perform 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions, with about 30 seconds of rest between each set. To increase the level of challenge, you can use a resistance band above your knees or elevate your feet on a small platform, such as a step. These variations intensify muscle work and speed up progress. This movement deeply strengthens the glutes, improves pelvic control, and reduces pressure on the spine, directly contributing to a more stable and safer walk. Several studies have shown that strengthening the glutes not only improves body biomechanics but also reduces chronic lower back pain. Exercises like the glute bridge strongly activate the posterior chain, including the glutes and hamstrings, promoting greater postural stability and better balance during movement. In addition, this type of exercise stimulates the nervous system, strengthening the connection between the brain and muscles, which improves the body's response in situations of imbalance. Maintaining control of your breathing during the exercise is also essential. This reduces internal abdominal pressure and protects the lower back from overload. By including the glute bridge in your routine, you strengthen the deep muscles of the pelvic region, prevent lower back pain, and significantly improve your quality of life. To further enhance your results, hold the lift for at least 2 seconds at the highest point of the movement before slowly returning to the starting position with a new inhale. The recommendation is to perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, 3 times per week, an ideal frequency to generate positive adaptations in the body. And if you want to progress even further, try the single leg variation. During the lift, extend one leg. This increases the demand on the glute of the supporting leg and improves balance even more. Just be careful not to excessively arch your lower back, as this can cause discomfort or even injury. When performed consistently and correctly, the glute bridge becomes an extremely powerful tool to strengthen the entire posterior chain, improve body stability, facilitate daily movements, and above all, restore autonomy, safety, and confidence with every step you take. The squat is undoubtedly one of the most complete and functional exercises that a mature person can include in their routine. That's because it strengthens multiple muscle groups at the same time, such as the quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and core, while training movement patterns that are essential for daily life. Simple movements like getting up from a chair, picking something up from the floor, or climbing stairs directly depend on the strength and mobility developed by the squat. Because it is a compound exercise involving multiple joints and muscle chains at once, it also improves coordination, balance, and body stability. Scientific studies support this. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research in 2014 showed that training programs that include regular squats lead to significant gains in functional strength and joint mobility. In practice, this means greater ease in performing daily tasks and a considerable reduction in the risk of falls. In addition, the squat improves reaction capacity in older adults, which is essential for preventing accidents. This is extremely relevant, considering that falls are among the leading causes of serious injuries at this stage of life. Even so, many people still avoid this exercise for fear of harming their knees or spine, based on myths that have no scientific support. The reality is that, when performed correctly, the squat not only protects the joints but also strengthens the muscles that support them, reducing the risk of injury. To perform the movement safely, start by positioning your feet shoulder width apart. Keep your torso upright and your gaze forward. Begin the movement by pushing your hips back, as if you were sitting down in an imaginary chair. During the descent, it's important to ensure that your knees do not extend too far past your toes or collapse inward. Breathing also makes a difference. Inhale through your nose as you go down, engaging your core to stabilize your body, and exhale through your mouth as you rise, contracting your core to protect your lower back. For those with physical limitations, there are safe and effective variations. The chair-assisted squat, for example, allows you to build strength without overloading your joints. The wall-supported squat provides more stability and control of the movement. As strength and confidence increase, you can progress to free squats or even add light dumbbells, which also help stimulate bone density, an essential factor in preventing osteoporosis. It's essential to avoid common mistakes, such as leaning your torso too far forward, rounding your back, or performing the movement too quickly and without control. When done with attention and control, the squat becomes an extremely powerful tool for improving strength, mobility, and quality of life. Now, let's move on to another simple but highly effective exercise, the heel raise, also known as the calf raise. This movement may seem basic, but it has a huge impact on functionality and vascular health, especially in older adults. By lifting your body onto your toes, you strengthen the calf muscles, the gastrocnemius and soleus, which are essential for walking, maintaining posture, and supporting the body. But the benefit goes beyond strength. These muscles act like a true pump for blood in the legs. When they contract, they help push blood back to the heart, working against gravity. This is essential to prevent blood from pooling in the lower limbs, which is very common in people with limited mobility. Scientific studies, such as one published in the Journal of Applied Physiology in 2018, show that strengthening the calves significantly improves blood circulation and peripheral vascular resistance. In practice, this contributes to better tissue oxygenation and helps reduce issues such as varicose veins, leg swelling, and even more serious conditions like deep vein thrombosis. That's why, even though it's a simple exercise, the heel raise is a key element in keeping your body functioning well, with more ease, safety, and health over the years. From a functional standpoint, the heel raise has a direct impact on fall prevention, as it strengthens the muscles responsible for push-off during walking, ankle control, and foot adaptation on uneven surfaces. These factors are essential for maintaining a stable and safe gait pattern, especially in older age, when muscle mass loss and reduced proprioception significantly increase the risk of trips and loss of balance. To perform it correctly, position your feet shoulder width apart and, if necessary, use a chair or wall as light support to maintain balance. Then lift your body in a controlled manner, rising onto your toes until you reach the maximum range of motion. Hold this position for about 2 seconds to intensify muscle activation, then slowly return to the starting position, always with full control. The recommendation is to perform 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions, about 3 times per week. By incorporating this simple exercise into your routine, you deeply strengthen your calf muscles, improve blood circulation, and increase endurance in activities such as walking or climbing stairs. With regular practice, it's common to notice reduced leg swelling, fewer cramps, and, most importantly, greater confidence when moving across different types of terrain. Maintaining proper hydration is also essential to optimize results, as well as including light stretches for the back of the legs after each session, which helps improve flexibility and prevent muscle tension. During the exercise, hold the contraction at the highest point for about 2 seconds before slowly lowering. Synchronize your breathing, inhale in the starting position and exhale as you rise. This breathing control helps maximize muscle activation and improves movement efficiency. For beginners, a good alternative is to perform the exercise seated. As strength increases, you can progress to performing it on one leg or use a step to increase the range of motion and intensify the stimulus. Avoid fast or incomplete movements, such as not fully lifting your heels, as this significantly reduces the effectiveness of the exercise. Keep your body upright, distribute your weight evenly, and focus on each repetition. Heel raises not only strengthen the calves but also contribute to cardiovascular health, improve balance, and increase your independence in daily activities. Now let's move on to exercise number 5, the lateral crossover walk, also known as the grapevine walk. This movement is extremely effective for developing balance, coordination, and stability, especially in older adults. To perform it, start standing with your feet together. Take a lateral step crossing one leg in front of the other, then another step crossing behind, always keeping your torso steady and your gaze forward. Repeat this pattern in a continuous and rhythmic way. This type of movement forces your body to constantly adjust its center of gravity, strengthening coordination and body control. During execution, several muscle groups are activated at the same time, including the hip abductors, trunk stabilizers, and even the smaller muscles of the feet, which are essential for maintaining posture and preventing falls. Scientific studies reinforce the importance of this type of training. A study published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy in 2020 showed that balance-focused programs can reduce fall incidence in older adults by up to 40%. In practice, this means more safety, more confidence in movement, and greater independence in performing daily activities. These exercises not only increase physical safety but also provide a significant improvement in quality of life and confidence when performing simple daily activities such as walking outside, climbing stairs, or even standing for longer periods without discomfort. In addition to physical benefits, the lateral crossover walk also brings important gains for the brain, as it involves coordinated and cross-body movements that simultaneously activate both brain hemispheres. This type of stimulation strengthens neural connections related to motor control, movement planning, and balance. Recent studies show that this dual activation can improve cognitive functions in older adults, especially aspects such as attention and working memory. To perform this exercise safely, start near a wall, handrail, or any stable support. Move slowly, keeping your gaze forward and your core slightly engaged to stabilize your body. Breathing should also be controlled. Inhale through your nose before starting the sequence and exhale slowly through your mouth during the movement. This helps maintain focus and prevents unnecessary tension, especially in the shoulders and neck. You can also complement this training with variations such as marching in place with knee lifts, single leg balance, or using unstable surfaces to further challenge the proprioceptive system. Avoid performing the movement too quickly, as this can compromise balance and create muscle tension. The most important thing is to execute each step mindfully, respecting your limits and progressing gradually. Overall, exercises like the lateral crossover walk not only help prevent falls but also serve as a powerful tool to maintain autonomy, stimulate the brain, and preserve vitality over the years. Now, let's talk about another extremely important exercise, push-ups. Push-ups are one of the most complete and functional movements that exist and can be adapted for any age, including older adults. They work several muscle groups at the same time, such as the chest, triceps, shoulders, and the entire core, contributing to body stability and muscular endurance. After the age of 60, this type of exercise becomes even more important, as it helps preserve muscle mass and combat sarcopenia, which is one of the main causes of loss of functional independence. Studies, such as one published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity in 2017, show that pushing exercises like push-ups increase bone density, improve muscle strength, and contribute to overall balance, reducing the risk of falls and making daily activities like getting out of bed or pushing objects easier. A major advantage of push-ups is their adaptability. Those who don't yet have enough strength can start with easier versions, such as wall push-ups or push-ups supported on an elevated surface like a table or the back of a sofa. This reduces the load on the arms and allows for gradual and safe strength development. To perform it correctly, keep your body aligned from head to feet or to the knees in modified versions. Engage your core and glutes to stabilize your spine. Inhale as you lower yourself slowly and exhale as you push your body upward. In addition to muscular benefits, push-ups also contribute to cardiovascular health, as they slightly increase heart rate, improving circulation and tissue oxygenation. They also help expand respiratory capacity, which is essential with aging. Another important point is the impact on well-being. Regular practice of this exercise stimulates the release of endorphins, promoting a sense of well-being and reducing stress. In addition, because it requires coordination and control, it also stimulates important cognitive functions such as memory and reasoning. For older adults, including 2 to 3 weekly sessions of modified push-ups can be crucial for maintaining independence, improving self-esteem, and preserving quality of life. Now, here's an extremely powerful extra tip: include proprioceptive exercises in your routine. Proprioception is the body's ability to sense its position in space, and it tends to decline with age, increasing the risk of falls. Studies show that this type of stimulus can reduce that risk by up to 50%, precisely because it improves neuromuscular response and activates deep stabilizing muscles. You can, for example, perform squats on unstable surfaces, do heel raises with your eyes closed, or hold the glute bridge for longer. Even simple exercises like scapular retraction can become more challenging when done on slightly unstable surfaces. By combining modified push-ups, balance exercises, and proprioceptive training, you create a complete workout that not only strengthens the body but also improves body awareness, increases confidence, and prepares you to move safely. Small adjustments, such as slightly leaning your torso or increasing contraction time, also help improve postural control and movement efficiency. Over time, this set of practices creates a solid foundation for a stronger, more balanced body prepared for daily life. If this content was helpful to you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss upcoming videos. Share it with someone who needs to see this and, above all, start today. Because your age doesn't matter. The best time to take care of your body is now.